Hey, welcome to How to In a Few. This is the second video of the day. We're going to do an oil change. I'll talk a little bit about oil changes real quick because a lot of people make fun of me because I'm known as the guy who changes his oil once a year. I'm not kidding. Typically change it in the summer, once a year, and now it's time for this one. The other cars probably need it too. They say your car's not going to last. So my truck has 230 or more. I think we might even be coming on 250,000 miles. The van is definitely over 220, and we purchased this car at 100, 110 last year, and we're crossing 150. So about 30,000 miles since the oil's been changed. That's not to say that I don't fill the oil. I do check the oil and make sure that there's always the proper amount of oil. I just don't buy into the racket that you have to change it every 3,000 miles or 3 months. Different cars are different, and I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm just telling you what I do. It's one of those cases of don't do what I do, do what you want to do. But we're going to change this, and as you can see, I got some of the bargain brand materials, 5W30, which is what the car calls for, and a nice STP oil filter. It says here it's engineered to last 5,000 miles, but it's going to go much faster than that, much further than that. Alright, I got a couple wrenches. I'm going to get down there. Hopefully one of these fits. I suspect it's a 1/2 inch, but it might be 9/16. And if everything goes well, we'll drain the oil. It'll take 5 minutes unless something goes wrong. The oil filter should be able to just spin off by hand. If we run into problems, then we'll have to deal with that too once we get down there. I will say this. One of the reasons why I still change my oil myself is rather than go to one of the oil change places, is that in the past I've had some bad experiences with them stripping the drain screws. I've even had door handles broken on my car, and of course they say they didn't do it, but I came in the door with a working door handle, and I leave with the door handle that's broken. So now there are some companies better than others. I'm not trying to poo-poo on any company, but that's one of the reasons why I still do oil changes myself as opposed to driving in for the quick and easy. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I'm looking here and I'm seeing a little drip on the drain screw. You know what that tells me? Whoever was down here last might not have did a good job. It could also be leaking from somewhere else. I'll go ahead and wipe that all up. Now what I can't find is the oil filter. Huh. Alright, but invariably that's our drain screw there. Just need to find the oil filter. Engine mount, AC compressor. Oh, must be blind. Oh, wow. Okay. Oil filter is up in there on the side. Looks like we're gonna have to get that from the top. But right now we're gonna put a wrench on this bolt. Looks like it's bigger than 9/16, and we'll start draining the oil out. Get that process started. Alright, I know you're seeing this upside down, but that's just the vantage point. And we did miss a little bit and make a mess, so we're gonna have to clean that up later. But we will let the oil drain out all the way. See if maybe we can reach that oil filter from the top while we're waiting. Alright, looks like I can't get to the oil filter while it's jacked up, so let's go ahead and put the drain screw back in, and then we'll lower the car so we can change the oil filter, and then we'll take it for a test ride. Alright, let's see if we can get to this oil filter which is presumably somewhere. These clips, trash. Really crap design. Oh my God. I doubt I can even get my hand down in there. Oh, it's loose. Whoever tightened it last didn't tighten it. Fingertips. That's kind of dangerous. And it's going to be a mess too because it's sideways. And it's still hot. Alright. Pure later. Always do is moisten up this seal. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, right here, the seal with a little bit of old oil that I get from either what was drained or from the filter. So let me step over there and get some. Just a drop on my finger just to kind of wet that seal. That's going to make sure that it doesn't seize up against the engine block from the heat, and it's going to make it a little easier to remove next time around. I do want to try to get down there though and wipe the oil filter surface, because sometimes you can get sand and dirt on that surface. All right. It's slightly angled. If I don't get the angle right, got it. I won't get on the thread right. I can't believe there is no better way to reach that. Alright, that is much tighter than before. So we should be good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave this cap off because it's just going to be easier to get to the oil filler. Fill the oil while it's off. Now you're also going to call me a liar because guess what I found in the garage? Some full synthetic oil that I now remember we bought for this car when it was on sale at Walmart. So, complete synthetic. We're going to go with that. We'll save the other SDP oil for my truck. Alright, so this is 5 quarts. Technically that should be enough. Alright, just checked the oil and it was a little bit high, but the oil filter isn't full yet, so I'm going to go ahead and crank her up, let it pump the oil a little bit. It's going to sound a little rough and clanking because there's no oil in it right now until it circulates. And then we'll check the oil again after a few minutes of running, see if we need to top it off or if we're good. Hopefully we didn't overfill, but I'd find that hard to believe. Most cars take 5 quarts minimum. Alright, one last check of oil. And I'm going to call it about another quart low. So we'll go ahead and run one more quart. That should do it. Alright, so there you go. That's an oil change on Chevy Traverse. Same on an Acadia, Buick Enclave. Not that much to it. It took me a little more than 5 minutes, you know, or 10 minutes, whatever the oil change places take. But at least I know that my threads are not crossed and my filter is on there right, things like that. And my door handles aren't broken. And since I'm only doing it once a year, hey, not that bad, right? Hopefully that helped you if you have a Traverse or a landed body car. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.